too much loss. We owe our ancestors, ourselves, and our children so much more than this. Join the movement for emotional emancipation, healing, and wellness for Black people. Go to communityhealingnet.org and take the pledge to defy the lie and embrace the truth. That's communityhealingnet.org. Our children and our ancestors are waiting.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a great opportunity. If you have an event, product, service, talent, or something important to say, now is your chance. You can have your very own radio show. Whether you're just starting out or a veteran looking for a professional platform to enhance your presentation and following, the GoPro Radio Network is the premier place to cultivate and share new and exciting content. We can help you grow your audience and keep it growing long after your first broadcast. Now you have a voice. Call 212-696-8562 or visit www.goproradio.com and you'll be amazed at how easy and affordable it is to have your very own professional radio show on the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head. You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
Back. Coming back right now. But now we're back with Face to Facts. We're talking some relationships on where you can meet people at, where we think that you should, probably take a look at certain people you might be interested in.
Somebody new sitting on the couch.
Yeah, we got somebody new, man. We have an upcoming R&B artist, Nahum Avery.
Yes.
Put up some of his pics real quick. Bell, put up some of his pics. Hear some of his new music soon. So
you're R&B artist, so that means relationships should be like
that should be what you're singing about.
Is that what you're singing about?
Yeah, sometimes, not all the time.
All right, real quick. Have you ever used singing to get a girl?
Not to get her, but to help. Like what?
That's a little seasoning.
It's like just a
little
plus.
sofrito on it.
Because if I couldn't sing, I feel like I still feel like I'm in a good position if I couldn't sing, but the singer just adds on.
Have you ever messed up and you use singing to like get out of your mess up? Like,
nah, I wrote it in the songs, but never like.
You never sing. You never pulled the Trey songs.
I never do nothing to mess up a relationship, so it's
never say never.
All right, well, can you put up his Instagram or whatever? Somebody play. Oh, word.
He never messed up. Let me hear him up in the high.
That's where you meet.
We gonna see. We gonna start. We gonna start over. Do you have an answer? What is the hardest part about yourself? If you can date yourself, like what would be the hardest part?
The hardest part about myself, I feel like sometimes I could be overprotective, but that's only off of how I feel you act towards other men.
Okay.
You feel me? Because like, for example, if I see you really friendly with guys and stuff like that, so if I see you, I don't like that. So it's like I'm gonna be overprotective. Like I feel like why you even giving this guy the time of day to feel like he could talk to you. So it's like I don't even like.
Yeah, but as long as you communicate, you can pretty much max that out.
Right, which is the key. Yeah,
communication is
works very well with that. I don't like too friendly, like too
with
like
guys. What if it's a girl that she's just naturally gets along with guys?
Then that's cool because it's the same thing with me. I generally have female friends.
Okay.
But if we have conversations, you told me before, like this guy tried to talk to you before, or like when y'all first interactions with him trying to get at you, it's like, just stop it from right there.
Nah, my girl can't have a friend that can sing though. He ain't about to
Mr.
Stereo girl. Yep.
Punch him in the throat real quick.
The larynx.
Sorry.
You the same question. What do you think is like the hardest thing?
I think me being a free spirit, wanting to do what I need to do, what I want to do at that specific time, and you needing to just let me do it.
Okay.
I think that's really hard. with me.
Okay.
Mr. Taylor?
This was easy for me.
Okay.
In assumption, and that is the whole idea that people assume because I do so many things
Right.
that I'm always busy. And I'm home by 6 o'clock most nights cooking dinner.
Oh, good. What you cooking tonight? What's on?
Oh no, I'm in New York. I'm going somewhere.
Oh, okay. To eat. How about you? Uh-oh. We so brothers. I think the hardest part about dating me is that I'm hard-headed. I don't listen.
Don't listen to what?
Nothing. But me.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't.
I mean that I don't listen to the different like ramifications that it is to be in a relationship. Like, I understand the respect, I understand the communication and all that, and I'm good. But I am very hard-headed. What I want to do is what I want to do, and that's it. And I don't mean cheating. I'm not promoting that as well. I'm not talking about infidelity and no. So I just mean it's kind of ties in with husband being a free spirit. If I want to go to the Brandy concert, I want to go to the Brandy concert. I don't want to hear, no, this is the anniversary. This is our night. We're supposed to do this. I don't want to hear that. I want to go to the Brandy concert.
So the anniversary don't matter?
It matters. You should come too.
And right, I was going to say, if you with somebody who don't know to take you to a Brandy concert, you with the wrong person.
That's right. I agree. They better.
I think
She coming in June.
The thing with me though is I think I'm like very strict. Like,
Okay.
I'm very strict. You know
I would call it old school, old fashioned. I wouldn't call it strict. I would call it old. Yeah,
but
old
some people
fashioned.
might think that is strict or whatever because But this is the thing about me though. I can compromise. Like, I'm very understanding. I can talk anything out with anybody. But this is the thing. Like, once I set these rules for you, cause it's reasons for natural law and rules. I want rules too.
Okay.
So I know. Don't have me offend you, and I don't know. Like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like, don't because if I don't know, it's not disrespectful yet. But once you tell me, and I'm like, all right, that's it. I like it like the army, like a drill sergeant. Like, all right, you want to do this and not to do this because I don't like that, and this makes me feel this way. If I want to negotiate, let me negotiate.
Yes.
But if not, I'm like, got it. But I would like the same thing, but I have to understand that nobody's really on that level yet. Like, a lot of people's not on that same page to be
Right.
like, all right, this is what you like and this is what you dislike. All right, we're gonna cut that out, and it's hard.
I think
It's
it
hard
takes
to-
time. It's practice makes permanent.
Yeah, you're
So
right,
I
and it's
think-
kind of like a diamond being princess cut. It's just like you have to chisel and laser cut to finally get it to the way that you want it. And you know, and that's been the thing. But I know that me, like I don't take no breaks. I'm like drilling. And so where it looks like I'm parenting and not in a
Okay.
That's so
relationship.
good. So you sound real father-like.
I know, man.
He's
I
a new
become-
dad, by the way.
I become parenting, you know, and I don't want to do that. I know that that's bad because I hate when people try to do that to me, but I do it subconsciously, you know, because I'm so used to being drilled.
Drilled,
But
You
right.
know?
you let yourself get disappointed, basically, is what that also means.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of times do.
You're
But
allowing
how I
that.
deal with disappointment is different. I'm okay because I can never get mad at somebody for being human. And a lot of times we do that in relationships.
Yeah.
Like, we forget that we're dealing with a human being. And people deal with a different type of trust. I deal with consistency. So if I know you consistently one way with this, and if you're not, I'm not even gonna be mad because you consistently did the other thing. You know, I know Steph Curry is what 80-something% from the free throw line,
Yes.
which means that he gonna miss some. But most of the time, he right on time. You feel me? Booyah.
Yeah.
But that's just how I like to take it, my relationship into that. I like to use science and stuff like that, even though I shouldn't because that's what separates us from robots.
Robots. Right,
you
right,
know?
right.
So I need to work on that. You know, I know that a lot of other people do. I know there's a lot of women do too. A lot of women, like you said earlier, try to like, we're gonna change and this, that, and third. But this is something that has to be done synonymously. I have to do it together.
Correctly.
Right.
You know, Byron told me earlier that sometimes you have to just be away from each other.
Yes.
You know, Byron said he gave me a little advice. He said he did the marriage thing twice. He said sometimes you just have to be like, all right, we're gonna disagree at times. You take a time out, I take a time out. Not
That's
saying
right.
that we mess with other people, but you know, you take your time out and I take my time out because you're forgetting that even though we may do a lot of things together, we're still different people. We're
And
still-
you tend to lose yourself, especially in
Yeah.
LTR, long-term relationships.
Yeah.
You tend to lose yourself because you're so busy compromising and becoming the other person or seeing what it is they like, or you might not like this particular show on TV, but y'all watch it together. You sometimes want to go over and do your own thing. And I think everybody as an individual, whether in a relationship or outside outside of a relationship needs that collective time to be oneself with oneself.
Yeah, but
You gotta be 100. But you have to be a full 100.
That's true.
Before you get with somebody. Period. So you gotta be a full 100. I think we should get into.
I had the
Go
thing.
ahead.
I had the quote that I had got. Whatever. It says, "Love equally given and equally received is love equally shared."
That's right.
And a lot of times, what I have learned is that the way I love and the way that my woman love, it'd be two different things. Because some of us men, we think that, all right, if we just laying it down right and we bottom stuff, we love in the right way. And then sometimes a female she wants company.
Yes.
And she wants attention.
Conversation.
She wants you to notice. She wants to be noticed. You know what I mean? So we don't really care about being noticed like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, you notice me, but but most of us men, I'm talking about, you know what I mean, most of us men, we like, you know, hey, I don't care. Like, you know, we base ours off of leaving me alone in certain aspect. Like, listen, man,
I'm watching the game. I got my bed. Yeah, like
I'm playing NBA 2K. Leave me alone.
Right.
I'm with the fellas. Leave me alone. You know, but women are more like, come to me, mess with me, bother me, be here, notice me. I'm right here. I'm right here. We doing
Get out your phone.
opposite.
Get out your phone.
Right.
But I wanted to get a question from you. Like, all right, how is it from a younger aspect, like dealing with younger women today? Like, what is it like dating younger females today? Like, what is to expect? What is the number thing that when you go into a relationship, you're like, I gotta deal with this part. We all have that. I gotta deal with this.
Well, you mean like my age or even younger than my age?
Yeah, around your age, you young. Yeah. Anything younger than you shouldn't be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Dang.
Very true.
Well, at my age, a lot of people, it's like you really just starting your life. So it's like a lot of the girls or guys don't really got their life together as far as like houses and cars, and they still trying to get their shit together, like in their life. So sometimes it's hard to find time, or also
What's the most difficult?
Most difficult thing?
Yeah, about trying to date. Yeah, right now.
For me, honestly, I feel like at such a young age, you really shouldn't be focused on dating.
Okay.
Right.
It's
Good
just
answer.
So you ready for the bachelor life?
Good answer.
I just really
Wait. So time out. What is the method that you gonna use when you just, you know, you pop an R&B sing? What are you gonna use? Are you gonna be like pro? I'm just have one girl at home, or you just gonna just wild out? You just gonna be like?
I see. This is the thing.
Are
like,
you gonna be a genuine? Or
He got a lot of kids.
because he went to Soleil. You know, he locked it down.
Right.
Or you gonna be a trigger? Yeah.
I don't know.
don't know
Honestly,
yet?
it's
Good
If I
answer.
fall
Because somebody watching.
Yeah, they're gonna say, I remember you was on that show.
Your future or whoever, your future wife or somebody watching them like, yeah, I remember you said that.
I don't know. No.
Now to bridge the
Let
gap.
me get your phone.
But one thing I can say though is I definitely will not make you my girlfriend until I know I'm ready to stop messing with other females.
Oh, that's
Good
perfect.
answer.
That's perfect. A lot of young dudes can't say that.
Very good
I would-
answer.
Yeah.
Everybody give us last little spells on relationships before we close
Okay.
out. Any advice to the community, the urban community on relationship? Give us
I
some
say
advice.
find yourself before you find a
Yes.
You may not find yourself right now, but you need to get to know yourself before you get to know anybody else. It needs to happen right now.
Well, my thing would be more like a random thought, so we can get right into that. Being that
Oh,
we
yeah,
have-
random thought.
But it's time for a random thought. I feel like you can't be happy when your heart is closed. So I think you need to fill your heart first, and if you can't fill, you can't share your heart. So I think the process is feel, deal, then heal. Perhaps the problem is not the intensity of your love, but it's the quality of the people in which you're loving. So that would be my advice.
Yeah.
That was real good. Go ahead.
Any last words? The Legion.
I would say that, you know, the art of dating yourself is real important. And a lot of people, so much to, you know, to the Queen's point, to Michaela's point, a lot of people need to get to know themselves and then spend time with themselves. Because if you don't like you by yourself, why would you force somebody into that prison? You should know what it feels like to go to dinner by yourself, to the movies by yourself. You know, I'm going to tell you this. I have gotten a front row seat at a concert because I was like, oh man, I'm going to just go by myself. And there's that one seat right in the front row. And a lot of times you engage somebody who decided to be bold enough to go to the same show.
Yep, I've had that.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna close this out, and I'm gonna say this. All right? You cannot do unloving things for the sake of love.
That's right.
Right. So a lot of things is that if you're not comfortable, if it doesn't feel right, and you're holding on a what if or maybe, all right, it's like tomorrow isn't promised to us.
That's right.
It's not a guarantee that we're gonna wake up tomorrow. So you have to be happy, and you have to live today. You know, a lot of times people do uncomfortable things for the sake of. I know a lot of people doing a lot of things that's not them because of the person that they want. I think that you should be comfortable. And I'm not saying if you're not comfortable, automatically just drop them, deuces. I can do bad all by myself. No, because some things can be worked on. Sometimes you have to learn how to communicate and just find certain things. It's all right. Google it. Find out little exercises and therapy exercises that people do to build your relationship. Everything in this world is like a muscle. The more that you work on it, more repetition. We're creatures of habit.
That's right.
And then the more we do things in repetition, it becomes habit and it becomes a second nature, and we just do it automatically. So it's like if you kind of show me, I'm not saying teach me how to love you or whatever, but just show me the right way to do things by you to make you more comfortable and what makes me comfortable. If we can compromise, if our values are close enough to compromise, because some people got that twisted. If your values is here and their values is here, it's never going to work.
Touch, right.
Woo! It's
perpendicular.
Like, it's just them lines is never going to connect.
Very perpendicular. Very perpendicular.
But however, if you can find that median, and then you can be here, and then like I said, it's all about growing synonymously. It's all about cultivation, just like a tree. You know, you just grow. Just grow until it branch out. You know what I mean? But you have to be very, very strong. You have to start at the root. Because ain't nothing stronger than the root of a tree.
Which is foundation.
And that's the foundation. You got to find out what's the foundation of your relationship. A lot of us, significant others are our friends. No matter what brought us close together, you go off that. Some people, they love the same basketball team and football team. And no matter what's going on, that brings them together.
Yep.
Like I always said to myself, I will find my wife at Comic-Con.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I always said that. So it's like I really can't see myself with somebody that's not really into like, you know,
comic books
and stuff like that, because that's like
world.
Because no matter what, we can, you know, just here, you know, we here. You know what I mean? Like I said, just find the values, make sure it's together, make sure that you're comfortable with that person. The front, we all put up some type of facade, some type of front at first. You know what I mean? I just try not to because it makes no sense to try to keep something up. I'm too lazy.
Yeah, I can't keep up with it either.
I'm too lazy to keep up with the lies.
I'm a bad liar too. So that should be like, didn't he just say he was a
It's like you don't understand how much you're doing good for yourself by being yourself, because once you be yourself and people can see you for yourself, they become comfortable with you are. And there's nothing easier than being you.
That's right.
The hard part is trying to be somebody else.
That's right.
You put these life filters on. This ain't Instagram. This is real life.
Right.
This ain't Snapchat. This is real life. You put this facade up, and this person is trying to love the facade. And then the real you wants to love somebody that loves you, but you don't know how because you're so caught up in the mix. That's why we need more Lauryn Hills and Erykah Badu's.
Well, not Lauryn Hill, because she's showing up late to shit. We don't want, excuse my language, we don't want nobody.
We talking about her message.
The message. I also think that's important is energy. Because what people don't realize in a relationship is that it takes your energy and your energy, and when they connect together, it makes synergy. Then that's where it is most profitable. Okay.
Right. Well, this was a great episode. I would like to thank all my guests for coming in.
Yes, we got
you can find Nahum. We should have his link up or something or whatever.
She doesn't do social media. She ain't nowhere but here.
Find me on LinkedIn.
You don't got no social media?
No.
She cheating. She cheating.
No. Find me on LinkedIn.
Also, Kevin, tell where they can find you.
Kevin E. Taylor is what I am on most things. On Twitter, I'm on everything. Twitter, Instagram.
Boom, you know how to do it.
Yeah.
This has been a wonderful show on Face the Facts. We'll be finishing the relationships part 2 next week.
Yes.
So please tune in. Had a great time.
Also submit your questions as well.
Submit your questions as much as possible. Whether you disagree, because remember, Face the Facts, we don't judge choice.
We understand reason.
Alright. So
peace out. Good night, y'all.
Great.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.